So why would somebody who's reasonably intelligent take a boring bit like this and drill a hole into a late 60s Pontiac muscle car? I can only think of one thing, and that, my friend, is a hood tack. Oh yeah. Join me today, another edition of Bill's Guide, Buying and Selling Used Cars. Welcome to another edition of Bill's Guide, Buying and Selling Used Cars, where there's no script, just straight talk about buying and selling used cars. Before we get into today's episode, I do want to let you know, in case you didn't know, that my book is now out, available on Amazon and other fine online retailers. It's full of really great information. It's right now selling for $16.99. It's a really great price. Think about it, pick it up. If you do, read it, leave me a review. Now let's get back to what we're doing today. I have been working on a 1969 Firebird convertible. It's a Firebird 400, matching numbers, 400 4-speed. Love this car. Right now I'm waiting on a quarter panel, and so I thought, let me do something else to fill the time and get something done. And there's something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time, and that is to install a hood tack. Now, there are different schools of thought on boring a big old hole into an original 400 hood. And I understand that there are those who are the purists and those who are the, it's your car, do what you want. I am probably, I'll admit, probably about a 90-95% purist. I like things to be right, original, but I also believe that it's your car. And so adding a factory hood tack, I just think it's a beautiful thing. I've got a couple of pictures that I'm going to put up here where you can see what it looks like to have a hood tack and what it looks like to not have a hood tack. It's up to you, but if you're thinking about getting a hood tack for your GTO, for your Firebird, whether it's a 350, it's a Sprint, it's a Judge, whatever it is, OER sells a pretty nice one, not a bad price, and that's what we're going to install today. And I'll let you know what the model number is that I'm installing on my car. So when I bought my OER aftermarket hood tack, I thought it would come with a template because, again, you're drilling a hole in a perfectly good hood. You want to do it right, you got one chance, right? And I thought it would have a template. Well, it didn't. It came with really nice instructions for how to wire up your tack, which is pretty simple, but okay, that's nice. But where do you put the thing? So you go online, you look around, a lot of different forums. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about where they should go. So what I did was did a little research about where did the factory place these things. And what I found is that there isn't a perfect place to place it. There's not like a book that says this is the place to put it. People put them where they want to put them. And I will show you some video of below the hood where there's a brace and there's kind of a triangle hole in front of the driver's side on the hood. People put them lots of different places. I want to show you where I put mine and why. Before we do that, take a look at this. You might want to pause the video at some point. Notice you've got these two 3/16 diameter bolts that go down into the hood. You got to drill holes for those. It's simple to figure out the distance between the two, of course. This right here, this marker, is the center line across right here. But you'll notice that there's another line right here, which is a 1/2 inch away. And that is because you don't drill your hole here, your big hole. You drill your hole with the center right here. And that center becomes, this is the center point of the radius of this whole hole. Now, some people drill a 3 3/4 inch hole, 3.75. I drilled 3 5/8. I think you could go either way. The hole will be covered by either. The bit I bought, 3 5/8, got it at Home Depot. Did a really nice job, cut it right through the first time. I don't recommend using an old, worn out bit. Again, you're going through one time, you want it to be right the first time. Before we start talking about drilling holes, let's just take a look here. Now this tack is just placed in here right now. It's loose. From this corner to where my thumb is 3 inches. From my finger to my thumb here is 3 11/16. And from right here, my finger to my thumb, is 4 3/4 inches. I point that out because, again, this is where your tack is going to sit. And if you like that placement, great. We'll go on to the next section now. Now, as I said, having this video is important because it shows you ultimately where the tack is going to be placed on your hood. What's really important to you are the dimensions here. And I have placed a template in the show notes below that you can print as a PDF, and it tells you important information like where is from here to this bolt hole, how many inches is that? From here to that bolt hole. From here to the center of this 3 5/8 hole that you're going to be boring. How far is this from here? How far is this bolt hole from here? All of those things are really the critical components of knowing how you're going to install this thing. Now, as I said earlier, my goal was to put this tack where I thought the factory would have placed it. And a lot of guys are going to put it right up in this hole right here because there's no bracing. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. My feeling was, after doing some research, is that the tack would have been over here. Now what that means is that when I cut this out, there's bracing here, the same bracing that continues around here and around here, and it does cut a piece of it out. I think all bracing is structural and therefore important. I'm not sure this is critical. Now again, your decision, you do what you want to do, it's your car. This is where I placed it, and I do think it's factory. Caution, before you reach for the tools on the left, that big old boring drill and that 3/16 drill, take a look at the right side. The measuring tape and maybe even electronic caliper, these are your friends. Take your time. So to close out today, I want you to know that everything I've talked about here today relates to this particular model, this brand. Mine is DAS 2017 for 69 Firebird. The 68 may be exactly the same. 67, there's a taller one. If there are those of you who know this kind of thing, the tack's a little taller. 68 and 9 are much lower. But that, I don't know what that means for the base, for the two small bolt holes, 3/16 holes, and the larger hole. I don't know. You have to check that before you do it, before you start drilling. You know the old saying, measure twice, cut once? Well, on this one, I think I measured about 10 times before I drilled a big old hole. And it came out great. I'm really happy about it. But I want that to be how it turns out for you too. I want you to drill one time and have it done the first time and not be wondering what in the world happened. Why did I do this? Okay. So with that then, I want to say thank you for being with me today. Again, Bill's Guide, Buying and Selling Used Cars. The book is now available on Amazon. Check it out. It's also available on as a book as well as an ebook, and it's also available on Spotify as an audiobook. So, check it out. Maybe you'll like it. If you buy it and you like it, leave me a review, positive review, I hope. If you buy it and you don't like it, forget I said anything. With that then, talk to you again next time on Bill's Guide, Buying and Selling Used Cars.